I spent 2 years on the road, and I started to feel like I didn't have a home, I didn't have anywhere to be, and I started to reevaluate. I wanted a relationship, an apartment, a man. Now, dating in New York can be challenging. So I set some rules for myself. Number 1, set very low standards. I hate to be disappointed. Number 2, he can have 3 really bad traits. I would meet these men, and then I would figure out what his 3 problems were. If I saw a 4th one, it would be over. Done. Right? You can go ahead and use that, by the way. This is my gift to you. Okay. So I started to date this guy that I nicknamed Spidey. I always nickname my men for easy identification, because there were a lot of Johns. And I nicknamed him Spidey. His real name was, I don't have to change this, right? His real name was Peter Parker. I will admit that I dated him simply because I thought he might be Spider-Man. Well, he had very wide-set eyes, and he wore a fanny pack, and his hands were smaller than mine. Well, he came over to my apartment one day, and he sat on my bed, and his legs just popped up. And I realized, oh my God, your legs are too small for your body. And so that was the end of Spidey. But I wasn't alone for long. I met a man that I nicknamed Starman because he reminded me of Jeff Bridges in that movie. This next song is a song that I wrote for my Starman. He always brings me flowers. He always pays the bill. We talk each day for hours. I never get my fill. I never get my fill of him because he's good to me. He's irresistible. He's got his flaws, but so do I. My friends ask me how I know that he's the man for me. I just say, so he's got a lazy eye. The more I know him, the more I hardly notice it. I just want to hold him. He's my guy with the lazy eye. He loves to wine and dine me. He always treats me right. I love when he's beside me. He keeps me up all night. You know he keeps me up all night because he's kissing me. He's the top. The way he holds me in his arms, I never want him to stop. I know he's the man for me. So he's got a lazy eye. The more I know him, the more I hardly notice it. I just want to hold him. He's my guy know I love that lazy-eyed. Yeah.